Hey dudes! So I had a very rude awakening about my weight last night. I was actually making a vlog last night when it happened, so I'm just going to preface this by saying that this video is about my weight and feeling uncomfortable with my weight. So if that is not a fun subject for you, go ahead and click off. But here you go. Here's the vlog I made last night. Hi everybody! I just got out of the shower. If you look behind me, this is my Memento Mori board, where every single week I mark off another dot. And that's how long a normal human lives. So last night, after I finished my vlog, there was actually a knock on the door. And I opened it, and it was my very handsome new neighbor, who I thought was maybe flirting with me. I don't know. We've like passed each other in the hall a couple times, and like he let me in when I forgot my key, and like whatever. So he knocks on my door and he's like, Lindy, oh my god, I have to go out of town very suddenly, and would you please come look after my cat? He like literally lives next door. So I'm like, sure. So I go over there to like find out where the litter and the food is and stuff, and we get to talking. And first of all, he's gay. And the kitty is very, very cute. And it turns out we have like so much in common, and we literally sat and chit-chatted for 3 hours until 2:30 in the morning. So I like made a friend, made a new friend last night. Hey, how often does that happen? Not a lot. But I would say I'm gonna add that to my list of friends, which is up to three friends I have. I'm just joking. No, I'm not. But anyway, I just got out of the shower, and I'm just gonna go over and, oh, do you see my horseshoe? Look at my horseshoe. I'm gonna go over and look after the kitty, whose name is Yttrium, after the element. This is the kitty. He's hissing at me, but also he wants love, I can tell. Come here, buddy. Yes, you want to? Okay, no. Good times. Okay, well, I've just caught this absolutely mortifying angle of my body in his mirror. I was leaning over. Oh, God. Like, get something, and I looked, and I mean, I know I have low self-esteem and, like, whatever, but this is bad, you know? Like, this is that visceral fat that they talk about being so dangerous. And like the reason I'm shaped this way is because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and so I gain weight like a postmenopausal woman because my body produces too much testosterone, and so my body like tries to even out the hormone imbalance by making me fat because fat stores estrogen. But it like at the end of the day, it's overeating. And you know, it doesn't look that bad from the front, but I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. And that's just part of my journey right now, is I'm not happy with the way I look and the weight I am, and I would really like to change that. Isn't this such a nice gift bag? So after I finished filming that gift bag, which I don't know, just decided, oh yeah, I'll just film the gift bag and pretend like I'm not absolutely fucking devastated right now. I kind of just shut down for the rest of the night. I laid in bed and did a lot of thinking, and, you know, looked at my phone and watched TV, and I came to some conclusions. And I spoke with my therapist, Eli, this morning about what I was thinking. So it's come to my attention recently that I've really crossed a threshold with my level of self-respect. I am happy with my self-respect, and I have made so much progress emotionally and socially, and I'm sober again, and I'm not just constantly in survival mode because I have a job that I hate. You know, like, so many things have changed in my life that I do feel like I had this intuitive sense the other day that you know, I felt this like gravity inside of me, and like I felt like a romantic love like orbiting me, getting closer and closer, and I felt like this love was coming to me. But on New Year's Eve, like I talked about in my last vlog, when I was at the bar and I was trying to make eye contact with a man, I realized that how deeply uncomfortable that made me, because looking at someone and flirting with them is inviting them to make a judgment about your attractiveness, and that made me very uncomfortable. I've always had really low self-esteem about the way that I look. I actually have body dysmorphia. I have diagnosed body dysmorphia, which, even though I'm big, my body dysmorphia has always really more focused around my face. Like, I have, my insecurities are mostly about my face. But obviously, you know, my body does play a factor in that. And, you know, it's okay to just say that you're not happy with your body. I'm not happy with my body right now. And I know that that's not body positive, and the, you know, the prevailing wisdom of the day would say, hey, just get out there anyway. Go out, find love. You know, you can work on your body outside of that. But truth be told, I want to go into romantic relationships and seeking out a romantic relationship feeling as best as I can, feeling great. I want to feel great. And if I continue to allow myself to ignore this problem with my weight and continue to feel so insecure about my weight, I am not going to be going into a relationship with the right mindset. Again, I feel like this might be an unpopular opinion these days, but I feel like I want to fix my weight problem and my relationship with my body first. I'm 5'9". I measured my weight this morning. I weigh 199.6 pounds, which gives me a BMI of 29.5. BMI of 30 is obese. BMI, the overweight BMI starts at 24. I am at 29.5. 24 is overweight, 30 is obese. I'm at 29.5. And I'm not trying to make anyone feel shitty about their bodies or anything. And I said this to my therapist this morning. As it so happens, I am attracted to fat women. I have been with many a fat woman in my day. I like fat girls. But I would never be attracted to a woman who has my build. You know, that it's all in my stomach and I have these skinny arms and legs and I have no butt, and it's like, it's all in my stomach. And then when I get up to like the high 180s to 200s, it starts going into my upper back and in my neck. Like, you know, this necklace is part of it. Like, I went to a thrift store yesterday and I bought this necklace thinking that it was going to be a necklace, but it's more like a choker because my neck is big. And when I lay in bed, I actually can feel my, like, I feel like I'm suffocating because my double chin is like pressing against my windpipe. So yeah, when I'm really heavy, it's always in my stomach, but then it goes to my upper back and it goes into like my neck and my face and my double chin and stuff. And this has been at the root of so much of my insecurity throughout my life. When I was a child, I was a total string bean. I've been 5'9" since I was like in 7th grade, and I was skinny. But as soon as I hit puberty, I immediately became overweight, and it was something that both of my parents pointed out in an unkind way to me. And this was a long time ago, like the early 2000s. It wasn't like it is today. And I love so much that bigger bodies are so much more acceptable these days. Like, my heart just sings when I see a Zoomer with a fat belly wearing a crop top. I love that. I eat that shit for breakfast. I love it. But I don't love it for me. And I was talking to Eli this morning about how it's really unhealthy. Because I have PCOS, I am at a very elevated risk for diabetes. But even with the high risk of diabetes, even with the high risk of cardiovascular problems, I mean, my father dropped dead at 42 due to sudden heart failure. Okay, I'm 37. Even with the health risks, that's not why I want to lose weight. It's because of I want to feel attractive. I want to feel attractive. I don't want to have this like thing that I'm just ashamed of. That, if we're just being real, makes me look really odd. And it's not sexy. I know that some people will think it's sexy, but I am assuming that that will be the vast minority of people. So I don't know. I'm kind of ranting. I'm all over the place right now. I don't think that I've ever done this on YouTube before where I've talked about my feelings about my weight, but I'm ready to actually make a change. Instead of throwing all my energy behind like social relationships right now, because I'm so good on social relationships. Actually, I was in my vlog yesterday, I was just being silly. Like, I actually have a lot going on in my social life, and that's great. I needed that. Fantastic. Okay, so long story short, I want to lose weight. It's to make me look better. I'm not even necessarily concerned about my health. I just want to look better so I feel more confident so I can approach romantic relationships from the strongest position possible. Because romantic relationships are my white whale. I'm 37 years old. I've never been in a serious romantic relationship. My body count is higher than my IQ because I was an alcoholic for 15 years as a young lady, and once again, never in a committed relationship, so you do the math. But I am ready for love, for real love, and I feel so stupid even saying it. Like, it's just something that has seemed impossible for me all my life. I've had to do a couple decades of therapy, and I had to get sober, and I had to learn how to exist in the world in a context that is non-abusive, and how to spot abusers and how to react to them. And I was in love with a man for 8 years in my 20s who then just, who manipulated me and strung me along, while, he fell in love with multiple other women, and he would just like whip his dick out whenever I would start losing interest in him, just to keep me going, just to keep me as some supply for him. And then he beat the shit out of me. Like, I have a very traumatic history with falling in love. So, like, if I really am ready to do this, I want to be coming at it as someone who is healed. And part of that involves healing my body, healing my unhealthy relationship with food. Oh, also, I've been diagnosed with binge eating disorder. I actually went through an eating disorder treatment center last year, which was so awful. I actually had to quit. But, like, just to give you an idea, I actually was treated for an eating disorder last year. And I'm rambling, and I'm sorry, but I'm all worked up. And anyway, so I have been on it today. I weighed myself this morning, starting weight 199.6. I went through the calorie counting app, and I reset my goal. And on the plan that I'm on, I am supposed to reach my goal by my birthday, which is May 30th. I signed up for a membership on the HasFit app. HasFit might be familiar to some people. They're a huge workout channel on YouTube, and they have an app. I trust these people with my life. I've been following their workout videos for years. So they have a beginner workout program where it's every day. They have a different workout assigned, and there's plenty of rest days. So I'm going to be doing that. I also today, on a whim, ordered a Fitbit and had it delivered today. So I have a Fitbit now. It's charging. I'm not wearing it, but yeah. So, and I've never owned a smartwatch like that. So I'm gonna use that for a pedometer, and I'm going to look at how my sleep is, and I am going to track all of my calories, and I'm going to do this weight loss program, this like exercise program, and I am going to do this, and that's it. That's it. I'm putting my foot down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to finally fucking do this. I am finally facing this issue,
and I am going to, you know what, like, dieting, you might say, well, that's not having a healthy relationship with food. Guess what? I don't have a healthy relationship with food. Okay, if I have to start from the ground up, I'll do it. But for right now, my number one goal is losing weight. Thank you for listening to me. And, you know, truth be told, I will probably be making more content about this. I don't know if it's going to be like a YouTube weight loss journey, but I maybe it will. Bye.